G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's video on YouTube. We've got Henry pulling the flying kipper instead of Percy. And hey, I usually tend to play Percy because hey, he's much more of an easier trying to play than Henry. But hey, look at this, we've got Henry with his flying kipper. As you can definitely tell, he's pulling a train filled with fish. And of course, yes, hey, I've also got fish for dinner. Hey, I'm having salmon tonight. But I'm not going to show you because, hey, what I'm going to be showing you today is something completely and utterly different. I'm still straightforward on this. Yeah. Okay, here comes Henry. There he comes. This room is still under construction, yet the carpets haven't been changed. It's quite echoey in here, and you know why. Henry's off the rails. Yeah, he's actually off the rails. Let's give him the hand of God shot. Okay, off we go onto the other section here. Well, this video is actually going to be totally and utterly different because this is not a traditional toy review. And I'm about to show you quite a few things on eBay because, hey, Christmas is gone and yes, everyone is about to head back to school tomorrow. And hey, it's the very last. Hey, guess what? Everyone's going to be taking down their Christmas decorations as soon as possible. Okay? Off goes Henry. He's going to climb through the hills. Show, but hey, off he goes. Oh, I think Henry's off the rails here. Oh wait, he made it. Henry's back on the rails. And what I'm about to see is the prices on eBay for various Tomy trains to buy during 2026. It's actually going to be a totally different story. And off goes Henry with his flying kipper. You can see that the layout is in the shape of a... oh my god, look at him go. Off he goes. Doing like this. It's a wonderful sight to see Henry. That's not a good sight. Why is Henry off the rails? Oh, I think it's the track joiners that are not too impressed with Henry. Okay, so Henry's making his duty. If there's any track joiners that don't seem to fit in very well, he might struggle a bit. So I need to get ahead and put a little bit more effort on him. Okay, Henry's going to go past by the level crossing. Off he goes. Okay, I can just see him. He's navigating his way. Coming back towards me. It's going to serpentine all the way back to me. Look at that. Although I would probably say big engines with battery compartments on their tenders don't usually seem to, you know, for those which are locomotive powered and have battery compartments on their tenders, they might seem to struggle. But hey, let's see how they go. Off goes Henry. Alright. Okay, is Henry going to come off the rails again? He's sort of struggling, I think. Let me just see. It's going to be... I think Henry's off the rails again. Not a good sight to see. I think it's probably the fact that, hey, we haven't got any straight track pieces in moderation to keep him in moderation. Let me just set him all the way back to the beginning. Right, let's see how he does his train work. Okay, let's set him back like this. Off he goes. Yes, I can just see the problem arising ahead. Yeah, not that great. Oh wait, he's back on the rails. Good work, Henry. Well done. He's sort of struggling to pull this train, by the ways. I'm going to set him up towards the Tomy layout. And we'll have a bit of a chit-chat to see what trains are there for sale on eBay. But hey, I'm actually going to do it for a short time because, hey, I need to go ahead and eat my dinner because I'm absolutely starving as hell. And not only that, but we had some very cold tonight. And off he goes, pulling the flying kipper. He's going to climb up again. Oh, you notice the front part of the train that's just started to derail, but he's successfully made it. Okay, I'm going to track along and see how Henry's going to perform. Right, I'm going to set him right through here this time. Okay, just pushing the track joiners just to see everything's all nicely secure. Okay, everything's all good. Everything's all nice and secure right now. Right, it's time for me to go ahead and take a look at eBay. But before I've actually decided to kick along with eBay, look what I've actually just purchased. For £1, well actually it's 50 pence because we've just came out after Christmas. This here is a train themed decoration. It's for £1. It's probably something that you can hang onto your door or to your tree, which is much more obvious because it's a Christmas decoration. And it's got a bit of a gingerbread man sort of vibe, train aesthetic look. It looks quite fantastic. It looks quite Christmassy. There's a lot of Christmas stuff being sold after Christmas. And hey, you can get them at a much more cheap price, and Henry has struggled. He has actually came to a grinding halt. I think it's that track joiner there that hasn't been sent properly yet. Off he goes. He's struggling a bit, but hey, that's what it is. Let's see if he, yeah, it's going to be a bit too heavy for Henry to pull this. Right, okay, that's probably about it. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's available on eBay. Okay, this is a bit of a rudimentary aspect about shopping on eBay. I'm going to go ahead and select Tomy and Trackmaster. I'm actually going to get rid of these ones, and Henry is struggling a bit. Hang on, let me just go back to Henry for a while here. Yes, he has officially came off the rails. Not a good sight to see, but that's very normal to look at. Right, Henry's on his way now. Okay, I can't jump cut here at this point here, which is a bit of a struggle here. Okay, what I found is a green salty, and yes, it is basically the exact same salty that I've got, but the truck is in a totally different colour. And there's another green salty. It seems like that these two green salties are exactly the same compared to the other one. In fact, I've actually got a green salty on my toy train collection, but I'm not going to show it to you this time. Henry has totally derailed. Yes, I'm probably thinking that this set is not looking great for Henry here. I don't know why. It's probably very troublesome. I think it's the point sections. I don't know. I just need to keep an eye on Henry here so that he doesn't cause any confusion and delay by derailing and fouling on the tracks, I suppose, eh? Okay, let's see how he goes. Is he going to make it? Pass by the level crossing. Right, is he going to fail this time? Yeah, I think it's because of the fact that this track system here, it's... Yes. I think it's because it's this. I think it's probably because of the fact that it's a wide T-junction sort of crossing section thing. I think that's why Henry is struggling on this section here. Right, that one there I was meant to say, hey? But let's watch, see how he's going to make it or not. He's trundling real fast, but is he going to fail? Yes. Yeah, I think that aspect. I think that's what I'm probably presuming that his longer design is. I think that's the problem. I think Henry's longer base and design makes it very difficult for him to travel at quite a high speed. Maybe I need to give him like a longer train. Or that said, he's going to probably struggle on the Trackmaster section. Yeah. He's quite a nice loco, but he's not perfect in terms of his performance. Okay, up he goes. Up he goes through the hills. And he's stuck. I don't know why, but I think that's very normal for him. Right, let me just turn off Henry for a bit, and we might as well have a bit of a chit-chat. Might have to tidy up this layout from tomorrow. It's going to be way too time-consuming, and I'm actually going to go ahead and talk about the toy trains that have been sold on eBay. And look at this. I've got a green salty this time. I'm pretty sure I can give him a run. Yay, he still works. Maybe he works far much better than Henry does. Off he goes. Oh, this is fantastic. It's kind of weird. He sort of runs a little bit slow, but then hey, he also runs a little bit fast as well. I'm just helicopter shotting at Salty for a while here because I want to see how he runs. I think there's a problem with Salty here. I think his battery terminal here, there's something wrong with him. I think it sort of plays up once you have a very highly corroded train, which doesn't seem to work. I think it must be the battery terminals that must have played him up somehow. It's not a great sign, but hey, it's one of my favourite train systems to play around because hey, I don't have the affordability and the richness to buy a Hornby or a Bachmann model. Let's just hope Salty still works at this point. Yes, and you know what? He still works. He's still pretty good. I think it's just because of the fact that when you've got a corroded battery terminal, that's when problems start to arise. If only I could give him like a longer train, that will hold him up. It's still quite a fresh battery. The fact that he's got a fresh battery, yeah, it's not... I don't know what's going on with Salty. Yeah, not a good sight to see what Salty's up to. I just hope he doesn't cause any signs of a fault of like... Maybe I can give him a tap. Yeah, he still works. And he's still got a lot of resistance on him. Yeah, I just think that... I can't talk of how much corrosion there is because I'll tell you what, this train that I played has had so much corrosion, it's not that great. But hey, I'm going to start looking at some various types of trains I'm going to see on eBay. We've got Ung Bao. Nice to see Ung Bao here, but then hey, he's pretty much overshadowed by Hero. Although I do think that the fake wheels in the front look, let's just say a bit too deceiving, I think. It's not the greatest as I can really tell. Well, that's nice. There's a white-based Thomas. Oh, there's Donald. That's quite nice. That's a very cheaper version of Donald. Oh, that's very, very nice. That is quite a very unique looking toy train. I want to get Douglas, but to get Donald, that is actually very unique. There's the white base Thomas, which is quite unique. I think that's the correct design of how Thomas should be like. And, you know, having lighting like that with, you know, sorry, I'm just talking garbage there. But anyways, this is the piece of resistance. What I really like to see is Thomas with this, just the red lining on the back of his cab. Okay, let's take a look at Ung Bao. This is, of course, the Chinese engine. Very different to how Hero is. Okay, going by the looks of it, he's got the tiger on the tender here. Looks quite eye-catching, that train. Very nice. It's also got some Chinese writing here. Very, very nice. Although I do think Hero has got a much more interesting sort of design. Oh wow, there's a Tommy Stepney for £20. Oh god, Tommy Oliver, and then we've also got Tommy James. Very nice, we've got Toby. I've still got the same Toby, and then we've also got another Toby, which looks like this. Troublesome Trucks, that's actually quite nice to see a collection of Troublesome Trucks, which I've never thought of. There's the old Tommy style, which actually keyed into Lego. And there's Stepney. Nice. Oh, this one's much better, because look at this. Look at this Stepney, who has apparently got a troublesome truck. But where's the face? I can't see the face of the troublesome truck. Oh, does it have a face, or does it not have a face? Oh, no, it doesn't. That's very interesting. And it's a Tommy toy, but apparently his traction tyres have seen far better days. Also, the sticker on Stepney is not looking too good. This one here is looking pristine in condition. It's a very, very nice looking train. I'd like it. And then there's Donald. Very, very nice to have a Donald. Lots of impressive looking toy trains here. We've got Mavis. Murdoch, but he's tender driven, which I'm always going to avoid. Oh my goodness me, there's a lot of... Oh, look at this Percy. Low price for Percy. Fantastic. There's actually quite a lot of low prices within there, I suppose, which is actually quite impressive considering that, hey... let me just see, the cheapest ones I can go ahead and buy. Those which are around £12 to £26. I want to see how much they cost. Yeah, most of which I'm actually going to go ahead and select. Let me just see. So the maximum I'm going to choose is probably around, well, let's just say, yeah, I'm going to go to about £26. I'm going to go at this limit because that's the limit I'm going to accumulate with. I'm going to have something that's really expensive somehow. Oh, this is really fantastic. We've got Trackmaster Donald Edward, that looks splendid looking. Although James is more splendid. There's Bill. No, wait, that's Ben, sorry. And I'm just having a good scroll around to see which trains are the best, because I want to straightforward get a train sometime during February. You know what I mean. And there's a lot of troublesome tracks. I'm really surprised that I don't have that many troublesome tracks. Hey, you know what? I need to get a haul of troublesome tracks. Although I think there's too many sad-faced troublesome tracks. Right here, there's a Percy, which looks like it's working. There's lots and lots of Percys. There's so many Percys around here with me. Rusty, although I think his face is a bit too large, but a very good representation of him. Oliver, very good. Stepney, also very good as well, but he's a rare one. Yeah, Tommy Oliver's looking worse for wear, I think. There's Hero, which I assume, does Hero has a tender? Why doesn't Hero have his own tender? That does not make any sense. I'd rather see Hero having his own tender immediately. Okay, so we've got a duck. Very nice to get a Tommy duck. And there's another Tommy duck for £24 or £25. That's very nice. Oh, what is this? Is that a yellow brake van? Why am I seeing Trackmaster do rolling stock? That is not a very good sight here. Okay, I really hate Trackmaster too much. It just ruins the complete realism of Thomas, right? There's more troublesome tracks. Very good. And there's Toby and Thomas with Henrietta and a tanker wagon. Got some fireworks in the background. It's strange, I'm actually hearing so many fireworks outside, which is quite unusual. Right, we've got Rusty, Norva, small Trackmaster Classic. Oh, Hero looks very nice, but I don't like the sad-faced troublesome tracks. They seem to be very off-putting and very bland. Oh, we've got Thomas with a Mayan. And what's this? Oh, we've got Salty, we've got Scarloey. I don't like the fact that he has got fake piston rods, and there's so many fireworks in the background here. So there's actually quite a lot of fireworks from the back. There's a lot of background noise of fireworks here. Would have been perfect to play around with trains. Away, I think. Ooh, that is amazing! £16.14 for all of this track. That's amazing. And we've got some balloon carriages. There's Salty, that looks quite nice. I've got the regular version. And what else shall I also have a look at? Okay, so let me just see. We've got Hero, we've got Mavis. There's a James here, very nice. We've got a James with a linked tender in 1904. Could have got that one. We've got lots of troublesome tracks. Another Percy right here. Ooh, look at that face of James here. I would actually go ahead and get ones which arrive on... Okay, let me just see. Okay, these ones are much better. Now, I'm not going to do the click and collect thing, because I think that'd just be way too boring. I'm only going to go with 3 PNP, and arrives in 1 to 3 days. That duck there is nice and cheap. Let's see how much does it cost. £24.95. But, I'm pretty sure, does he have a broken funnel? Okay, it's the old classic 1998 version, or 7 version. Listen to how he sounds. And it looks nice, but I do think that the funnel looks broken. So yes, I think that's going to be about it for the rest of this whole video. Because I'm going to leave it there because I can tell all the guys, hey, after looking at all of this Tomy and Trackmaster related toy stuff, I think that's about it. Because, hey, I'm totally hungry, and not only that, but what you're seeing here is that most, if not all of the prices I'm seeing here are fairly cheaper than it is to get during Christmas. And I think toys, I'd say toy abundancy does spike during December. Not so much of January, but hey, this is cost some awesome looking trains. Yeah, that's what I'm going to look out for. Just Tomy and Trackmaster stuff. So, that's going to be about it. So, if you really enjoyed this rough and ready video, please give this video a very good like. Subscribe for more flat videos in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And bye for now. That's it as it is, I think.